Why do you keep farting? She's Ice Spice over here. She thinks she's the she keeps farting.
I swear to God, I think it has something to do with like the airplanes.
It's because you were on the flight. You were on your flight. I think going on flights make you fart more.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
You think like the pressure from the plane just pushes it all out?
Yeah, there's something with the bubbles and the
Do you think this like seltzer water has anything to do with that?
Well, that's just because you came back from Europe and you think you're all European now, drinking some agua con gas.
Listen, I think. So I'm going to be honest. I feel like you guys saw a very, very horrible side of me in the last podcast episode.
We had to take a break after that.
I needed a minute after that. Like, that was a lot. I feel like that was probably the most personal I've ever talked about my actual life on a podcast episode. I was lit. I was wasted.
Your hair was crazy.
I don't know why Elliot got me to that point to think that like this was okay to film that day.
Well, I think we needed to film something. I think we
were forced to film that day, but the level of intoxicated I was
and heartbroken,
emotional for
no reason
that night, because I was fine the next day.
Well, duh, that's usually how it goes.
But that moment, I was crazy. Like, I was pissed.
Well, yeah, but that's you.
I don't know where we left off on the situation.
Because we won't. We are too scared to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, truth. Me and Elliot have not listened to the podcast from last week because I'm too scared.
Yeah.
Why would you say you're too scared to listen to what they listen to?
I'm actually not too scared.
So you would listen to the 40-minute show?
Yeah, I just haven't like sat down and done it.
I refuse to listen.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at myself. I don't want to hear what came out of my mouth.
You look crazy.
I even texted you and I was like,
I think you fixed your hair halfway through.
I was like, get these clips off the internet, and you were like, it's doing so well, and I was like, fine, you
it's
keep
good.
the one, but like
we got a few more today that we'll put up, right?
We need to proof that.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, well, welcome to this episode of Lost Nuggs.
Back in LA, baby.
Back in LA, baby.
Back in beautiful LA.
European summer is over.
You had a long one. You stayed for an extended period.
Okay, I extended, but you left early.
I had duty business call.
So let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
I might have stayed a little longer for.
I definitely had to dip out early. I had to dip out early for sure.
You dipped out early for sure.
I dipped out early, but everything is good and great.
Okay, really quickly, I feel like I was getting messages asking to continue the boy story, and I really don't know where we left off, so I'm going to keep this really brief because I don't even know how to explain this, but basically after the sauna, when all that shit went down with that guy, we went out the next day. I don't even know if you were there.
I wasn't.
I don't think I told you this.
You told me that you ran into him.
So we went out the next day, and I was with Alex and this other guy we knew from New York, and he was in the bar.
Of course.
And he like walked by me and was like all giddy and excited to see me, and I was like, bitch, who the are you talking to right now? Because it is certainly not me. And so I looked at Alex. I was like, let's just go grab a shot quick. So we grab a shot, and I'm like, okay, let's walk by him. So he tries to hug me, and then let me have like my moment of just being like, see Jeff.
Yeah.
So I walk by him, and he goes, oh my God. He was like, it's like so good to see you. Like, you want to go have a drink? And I was like, I don't want anything to do with you. And he's like, what? You're mad about yesterday? And I was like, why the would I not be mad? And he goes, well, that sucks. I do what I want. And I was like, this conversation is over. And Alex looked at me and he like yanked my collar and he said, walk away. Because he knew I was like 2 seconds away from chucking something.
I mean,
like that's cunty.
It's cunty as but boss bitch of him.
I do what I want.
Yeah, that's totally.
I hope he has gonorrhea.
But good. I mean, I will say, fuck him. But good for him for standing on what he wants to do in life. But that's evil. But is it evil?
That's evil. I mean, it's
you
not
don't know.
evil.
You didn't know the guy.
Do what you want, but I think the point is that if you're gonna pursue someone, don't be fake about it and like act like. Why would you be happy to see me the next day?
Yeah, that's weird. But also,
like that's like some fake bullshit.
Yeah. But also, he doesn't. I guess he doesn't owe you anything. He met you that night, and he can like leave whenever. You know.
Well, I hope when I fingered him in the hot tub, he got some fucking gross bacteria from the hot tub water inside of him.
I hope so too. I hope. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't wish him well. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't wish him well.
But the end of Europe, you missed out. It was so fun.
Because then you
like,
went to Barcelona
Mallorca
and then
and London.
Mallorca.
Yeah.
Mallorca looked crazy.
Mallorca was amazing. Highly recommend if you've never been to Mallorca.
Yeah, because it's like an island.
It's just like beach hoppy, sexy. Like,
yeah.
you go to these like remote beaches and it's sick. Like, I loved it.
Fun.
And then London, you know, I went for
Fell in love in London, I'm sure.
the mans.
With the British boy.
well,
So
he's
did you
not
meet a
British,
guy that you
he's-
knew over there before?
Yeah. Well, no, we were like social media friends.
So you
And so we met in
followed each other
person
like 2 months ago.
6
months ago.
Yeah.
Had a few chats.
Had a few chats, finally met up, you know, had our
Did you stay with him?
No, I had my own place
Okay,
because
your
I
own
like
place.
didn't want to
Yeah.
invade. But I think it was good I didn't because it really made us like want to see each other and it was like cute. Like
Yeah.
I actually feel some feels right now, which is like
Okay.
good. So like I
As
don't know.
usual. Typical.
But this has been like 2 weeks now. So
Okay.
this is good. This is
Okay.
longer than usual.
Okay. You FaceTiming every day.
FaceTiming every day.
Okay.
We have like fights all the time, which is great.
So good. Healthy.
But it's good because I feel like you have to fight to then resolve and then you know how to move forward.
What are you fighting about?
Just like the time zone difference and being like, this is what I need as a person.
Okay.
Actually, this is what I'm going to say. People roll with me for a second. I think I'm learning about like love languages.
Okay.
Because I don't really know what I need as a person when it comes to dating. And now I think as I'm like communicating with people longer than a couple days, I'm like learning what I actually like really need from someone. And I think I need people to like communicate things well.
Okay.
So if you're not like, like right now, right? Like he lives in London. He can't physically give me like, I don't know, like physical
Yeah, of course.
emotion, love, whatever. So
Yeah.
all he could really do is like use his words. So right now I'm in my like words of affirmation phase because if you can't properly communicate these things to me, then like what do I have to hold on to like when I go to bed at night or when I like can't talk to you? Like I need something to hold on to that like gets us basically
Yeah, of course.
to the next time that we see each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's working out well.
Okay.
So what do you think your love language is?
I mean, I think that's very healthy. I mean, but like words of affirmation. What do you mean by that? Like, I guess.
No, meaning like I miss you, like can't wait to see
yeah,
you.
no.
Like you look so cute. Like not
Yes.
that I need the like
No.
confidence booster, but it's mostly
Yes.
the point of like
no,
okay,
that's
like,
very. I think that's super healthy. That's something that I also really do as well in my relationships as well, especially like if you're like a little bit long distancey.
Yeah.
And it might seem a little bit cringe, I think, at times, especially when you're doing it like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 times a day.
well, it sounds repetitive.
It
and you're
does,
like, why
but-
do I continue? Like, if you take a step back and you
Yeah.
look at it, you're like, why do I need this much validation from
Yeah.
a person?
Yeah.
Or also, like,
Yeah.
this is when I got, like, kind of really crazy.
Yeah.
When, like, I woke up and I didn't see a text from him. And I was like, what the f-? Like, you've been
Yeah.
up for 6 hours. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I just feel like I felt it was, like, rude.
Yeah.
Being like,
Yeah.
don't say all these things to me before I leave and
Yeah.
make an effort and say you want to make this
Yeah.
try. And then, like, the very next day, you, like,
Yeah.
aren't on it. You
Yeah,
know? Like,
yeah.
not that you should have to prove yourself, but you
No.
should have to prove yourself.
I don't think that there's anything bad with it. I mean, I think it's good and healthy. Yeah, and it might seem like a little bit cliche and cringy, but like if that's how you're feeling, that's how you're feeling. If you're both doing it, like I think that's great. Like I do it all the time as well, and it's like sometimes I'm like, oh my god, like are we doing it too much? But I'm like, no, if we're both doing it, and if that's how we're feeling right now, and that's like if we're feeling that love and that passion, we are missing each other, then great. And that's there's nothing.
I'm
wrong
just
with
trying to,
that.
like, ride the wave and not think too far into
Yeah.
it because
Yeah, I
don't
guess
wanna ruin it.
I think it's also like healthy to like make sure there's other conversations going on as well, and that it's not just I miss you, da 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 da. It's like
Yeah.
there's other things going on too, so that it's not just like
physical,
Okay, we were
basically.
missing each other. Okay, what else? We need to make sure that there's other aspects going on that are like evolving the relationship, and it's not just okay, I miss you, cutie. Miss you, see you soon, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's other things that are like helping evolve whatever is going on. you
Well,
know?
I think my thing is, like, figuring out how to evolve together.
Yeah.
That's what my
Yeah.
latest thing is
Yeah.
trying to figure out, like, where are we gonna end up? What's the rest of this gonna look like? Because like, I'm not talking, but like two of my friends, like Max and Victor, like they're in long distance right now, and like I love both of them, and like they're so cute together and they're great. But they have no end game in sight, meaning like, is Max gonna go to Europe? Is Victor gonna come here? Like they don't have that plan yet, and I don't know if I would do very well in a situation like that without trying to figure out how to map the gap, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's tricky. I mean, I think it's all different.
Like, do you think you could be in a relationship that's long distance, but you didn't know when they were coming here?
I don't know. You can't really predict it because you just never know. Because if you're just like so in love and it's just so good, like sometimes your heart just will transform and alter, and you kind of just have to go with what's feeling right in that moment.
This man almost made me try broccoli, and I was this close to trying it.
That's crazy.
That's like, I was like, in what world would I ever try fucking broccoli
for a man? And that's
he was like, we got to work on your beige dinner.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and you're like, I will do it for you, baby.
And I was like, we could maybe try.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Long distance, I don't know. I feel like we're living in a world where, I don't know, like communication is just so open and so easy to do, and I think
men can have emotions.
Yeah, I think there's something healthy about having some distance between people, and I don't know, I've been enjoying having distance from people that I love and relationships, so I don't know, I think it helps with some growth and some personal growth as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think even between you and I, like us not living in the same city is good for us because like then when we come together, we're both like hyper energy, like two creative people who like zap back together in 2 seconds. But I feel like if we were around each other all the time, we'd be burnt out.
Sometimes it takes away. Yeah, I mean, you don't know because we've never lived, but
I mean, we've lived together for like a month, borderline.
Yeah,
which is plenty.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So, just to wrap up the European trip, I kind of have a hot take, so we should just jump into the hot takes of the week.
Okay.
Because my hot take has to do with Europe before we move on from the Europe stories.
Hot take of the week.
Hot take of the week. My hot take of the week is people in London, maybe even the UK, have horrible, horrible food.
Oh yeah, that's not even a hot take.
Awful.
Yeah.
Like, I asked for a grilled cheese.
Oh gosh.
This toasted the bread, put cheese in between the bread, cold, but it was toasted bread. And then she smeared this green on it, and I was like, hey, my grilled cheese has avocado. And she goes, no, it's mushy peas. And I said, what the is a mushy pea?
I mean, I've never
And I was like, who is in the back mushing peas and putting it on a grilled cheese? Like, I was like, where on this menu does it say grilled cheese with mushy peas, and by the way, we don't fucking melt the cheese? Where does that come from?
Cold cheese on it is crazy.
And I ate it. Well, not the mushy pea part. I brought it back, and then she gave me the toasted bread.
It was like a layer of mushy peas on it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, that's basically what kept the cold rolling over cheese inside the bread. What? So, you open the sandwich. It was almost like you butter toast, except it was mushy pea.
What?
And then they sprinkled a whole bunch of cheese on it.
I would have eaten it. It does sound good, but like...
You like peas?
I heard they're good in the UK. I mean, they eat a lot of peas in the UK. It's like a thing, like mashed peas. But still, why are they putting that on a grilled cheese?
They call it literally mushy peas.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. But why? Yeah, they shouldn't have put that on.
So you would try mushy peas?
I've had them. They're fine. They're good. Yeah.
When have you had them?
In the UK.
When were you in the UK?
2012.
Exactly. That's 12 years ago, bitch.
I mean, I've had
you
peas
don't know if
here.
You like
I've
mushy
had peas.
peas?
They just taste like peas mushed. It's fine. It doesn't taste like much. It tastes like nothing, actually, really.
If you're a fan of mushy peas...
It's like baby food. It tastes like baby food.
Fucking ratchet.
Yeah, there should have been a warning that they were going to put mushy peas on it.
I think in general, if you are in a restaurant and you're going to order food, every single ingredient should be on the fucking thing. If it says this, this, like, don't surprise me with mushy peas. I didn't pay for that.
Yeah. Especially that's
what's your hot take of the week?
I guess my hot take of the week is something, I mean, I just filmed the video about it the other day, but I think that us fellow gays, I think we're all just bad drivers. We are all bad drivers, and I think we like to think we're better drivers than we actually are, but in reality, we are all bad distracted drivers.
Well, I think we grew up in an era of like we're actually really, really good drivers because we're so distracted. Does that make sense? Like I could this is gonna get me in trouble. I could literally play video games on my phone while I'm driving, while my foot's out the window, and parallel park in 2 seconds with one hand. Like I'm so good at being distracted.
Good distracted drivers.
Like I'm just saying, we grew up in a time where like you don't have undivided attention anymore. Like when our parents were learning how to drive, it was 2 hands on the wheel. They they know where they're going. Like they didn't have phones, and they're not fidgeting their fucking phone to change like their Spotify song. Like they just listened to the radio. They drove with their little like fucking paper map, and now we're on our phones. We're listening to music. You have friends in the car. Like there's a whole bunch of shit. There's crackheads outside.
There's the whole world going
like
on.
there is a lot going on when you're driving.
Like we might be on our phones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're bad drivers.
Nobody is not on their phone when they're driving. I'm sorry. If you, maybe this is a hot take.
Yeah.
People who are like, oh, don't text and drive. Like everyone text and drive.
Even older people, even like parents and stuff like that, they'll be like, don't text and drive. I catch their asses on their phone.
Always. And they're the ones who literally can't see their phone. They have the font that's like 72. And I'm like, that's who should not be texting when you're driving.
Yeah.
If you can't see your phone.
And they're the ones who are getting confused looking at maps and stuff like that. So I'm not saying I
think if you're above the age of 40 and I think the minute you change your screen size font on your phone, you're no longer allowed to text and drive. Facts.
I don't support texting and driving, but I think a lot of people, we're living in an age where everybody is a distracted driver to a certain degree.
Literally text and drive, so. I was like, don't be a fake. Like, you literally text and drive the whole time. And if you're not texting and driving, look at this new YouTube video of Camila. And I'm like, no one gives a about Camila.
Well, you have been in London, so you don't even know what's going on with Camila.
Why, you think they don't have Camila in London?
Well, but do you know the tea?
What's the tea?
The Sabrina and Camila tea?
No.
See, so you've been in the UK for too long. You don't know what's going on with pop culture.
I've been in La La Land, baby.
You've been falling in love with the British D. So you don't know the Sabrina, Olivia, Camila drama. Camila's...
Wait, say this again. Who is it?
Sabrina, Olivia, Camila, Sean.
Oh, okay. Shawn
Mendes.
Poor Sean. Okay. I'm gonna
Camila
have
and Sean were together for a while.
Correct.
Sean left Camila for Sabrina.
Okay, well, good for him.
Then went back to Camila.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. And then Camila wrote that album. And then there's like songs about...
She took him back?
She took him back for a hot minute. Yeah. But then Sabrina left. And that's why people think Camila dyed her hair blonde to look like Sabrina.
Well, she looks horrible like a blonde. I know you really like her, but you can't defend that hair.
Well, we don't know why it's blonde now, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't even think that's her hair. It looks like she sewed a weave in.
It's blonde.
And it's
bleached.
really, really, really bad extensions.
She does need to go back to brown.
Like, she's like that like hot Latina girl, like dark features. Like, girl, have dark hair. Get rid of the fucking blonde. Like, that looks like some shit from like... What's that?
But she's having a cute little moment now. Everybody's listening to her music now, and I told everybody.
What is the cute moment?
Like everybody's listening to her music now on TikTok and everything like that. Camila.
I haven't listened to your
because June
music.
Gloom is about going back and cheating or getting back with Sean when she was with Sabrina, and Sabrina was seen talking to Olivia because I guess they're friends, and everybody knows that Olivia and Sabrina aren't friends. So it's this whole like Sabrina versus Olivia and Camila thing. Yeah.
I did not know the drama about Olivia.
All the tea.
But
and Sean is about to put out, and then Sean just put out a song about how he and Camila were about to have a baby together.
I heard that was about him getting someone pregnant from back in the day.
Oh.
Before her. And he regrets aborting the child. I don't think it has anything to do with her.
Camila? Okay, well, I don't know.
And I'm still not sold that they've ever even had sex because I think she
You don't
is.
think they fucked Camila?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're just so grossed out by her.
I really like.
You don't think she's a real you think she's a creature?
If I'm being honest, when I think of Camila Cabella, I think of like someone who doesn't have sheets on their bed. I think of someone who maybe like shares her boyfriend's toothbrush. I think of someone who is like,
Oh my god.
I don't know, like I feel like she probably like saw that like blonde weave on the ground and said, "Mom, sew this in my hair." And like that's what she looks like. She looks so bad. And she used to be so cute before she got famous. Like when she was in her
Fifth Harmony
X
thing?
Factor, whatever,
Yeah.
like those beginning days,
Yeah.
Fifth Harmony. Like she was like that girl in the group who
Yeah.
you could tell was almost like horrible example, but like the Justin Timberlake, that the person who just like stood out that you knew could be
Yeah,
solo
the
and make it on their
wholesome-
own,
yeah.
and you just like loved them, and
Yeah.
they had the more powerful voice.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, did she find meth or what is wrong?
Crazy. Yeah.
Like, be honest though. Like, you like her because
I
she's
like her
methy.
album.
You like her because she's methy.
I actually just like her music.
Because it's meth.
No, the new album is good.
No, when you play her music, you're like,
Well, just one song is like, there's a few songs that are like bumping. I do like her little like raggediness look.
yeah, because you're raggedy.
Yeah, maybe I can relate to the raggediness.
Yeah.
Yeah. The no sheets on the bed is hitting. Haven't washed my sheets in a few months. That's a
For
nice
real?
little- What?
No.
No, I mean, what?
Okay. I actually decided after this conversation, I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to ask gay people how often they wash their sheets.
This is good.
Because truthfully,
Well, I haven't been really sleeping in my home. I've been sleeping at somebody else's place, so I haven't really been like.
but the point is that like it's summer, you're sweating, you are jerking off,
I've slept in my bed probably like twice in the past 3 months, 2 months probably.
Okay.
So I just haven't slept there.
But do you think if you were sleeping there, you were going to wash your sheets?
Yes, I'd wash it like every
Actually.
month. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine, right?
I would say as long as you're washing them anywhere between
Once a
the
month.
2-week marker and the end of the month, like
Yeah, it
at
would be
least
every
1
month.
to 2 times a month. you should
Especially
be
if I was like
washing your
hooking
sheets.
up with people or doing
Yeah.
stuff in the bed for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even sometimes like I jerk off and I'm like, "Ooh, I got a little like
Yeah, if you like
and I
really
just like
spilled,
wipe it,
yes.
you know, and then I'm like
Yeah,
after a
it's
while
happened
you're
where
like,
I've done it every week if it's
Yeah.
like really messy boots down. But yeah,
this is gross. But if you ever like, because every single night lately, I feel like this happened the minute I turned 30. I have to pee in the middle of the night. And like when I sleep naked, obviously like, you know, as a guy, like you have like the after dribble sometimes. And I swear sometimes like
you're peeing the bed.
not like literally peeing the bed, but I like go back in the bed and then like that little comes out and I'm like, oh,
What?
You know?
No, that's never happened to me.
oh, you did sleep in my bed.
And you're sleeping in piss. Is it a lot?
No, and I'm not talking all the time, but I'm just saying like, I wonder.
I'm
like,
gonna get you a diaper.
No,
Ice Spice.
bitch.
She's farting everywhere and she's dribbling her piss everywhere. We got Ice Spice Junior, Senior over here, Super Senior.
Maybe Depends could be our next
Wait,
podcast.
did I tell you I went to
ad.
the Ice Spice concert and it was empty? I felt so bad.
When was the concert?
2 weeks ago, we got tickets for $30 the night of.
Did you even post
Sad.
it?
I did, yeah.
I really was in La La Land the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just like went stories, but we got tickets the night of $30 GA right here in Hollywood. It was empty.
But if you think about it, and I don't want to be rude, but like she's good,
Well, her album flopped.
but like is anyone like actually a real fan of her?
Well, there was a few girlies, but yeah. And
You know
all
what I
her
mean?
songs sound the same, yeah.
Like she's good. Like when I hear her on a song, I like
Yeah.
listen to it. I'm like, oh, let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
But she was playing songs,
But-
they all sounded the same. I was like, didn't she just play this? Like, it was,
Are you into her afro?
she's got long hair now.
Oh, she does.
She's got, and then she's denying the Ozempic claims, but she's like really skinny now, and she like looks good. She was snatched, but I like her new album actually. I've been playing it for the past like month or two. It's kind of good, but
Have you ever heard of the Beaches?
no.
I've been obsessed with them.
What's the Beaches?
It's like a girl group, and I don't know like why I've been listening to them nonstop.
Maybe you played them when we were in Portugal.
Maybe.
Sounds familiar.
But I've been like loving them lately. I don't know what it is about them, but if you're into the beaches, let me know. But yeah, they're pretty good. They're like little cute, boppy, almost like a little Rocky.
I like that.
You know, like a little rock. Like
interesting.
Not full Paramore, but like a little
I
splash.
like Paramore. Okay, cute.
Yeah, it's like that vibes.
The
maybe.
beaches. Okay.
And they've been like crushing. I don't know why. Like zooming in on my face right now, it's like making me uncomfortable.
Whoa. Maybe she's trying to find the dribble. Is it every time you pee you dribble? No.
You know what I'm talking about when you don't shake it.
I only get it if I'm like my pants are like really tight and I can't fully like the underwear. If the underwear is like pulled
when
up
do you
on
wear
my-
underwear?
Or my pants if I have jeans on or something. I wear underwear every once in a while.
Wait, what?
Know. Or like really tight shorts that I can't fully close up. I don't know.
And that's when you pee yourself?
Yeah, because it's not fully like, I don't know. I can't have full clothes. It's not fully open. That makes sense.
Okay, we need to like pivot from the piss. So
So we can talk about fall right now. It's 110 degrees in LA, but we can talk about fall. It's September.
what do you want to talk about fall?
I don't know. Do you like fall? I don't know. Do you like pumpkin? You don't like pumpkin? Have you ever had pumpkin spice? Anything?
Oh
Have you ever had pumpkin? Have you ever had a pumpkin spice latte?
I would never. Pumpkin spice smells amazing. Like
apple spice cider.
What is
apple
apple
cider? You like apple cider?
I don't think I like apple cider.
You would love
I like
an apple cider.
apple fritter donuts.
Have you ever had apple
fritter?
juice?
I think it indirectly in smoothies.
So you would like apple cider?
I don't think it's
You would
for me.
love apple cider.
I think
Yeah, you would like
going
apple cider.
back to your fall moment, I think being in New York, fall is my favorite time in New York because everybody leaves for the whole summer basically. Like none of my friends there. I literally like June comes and I'm like, well, see you basically in 3 months because
June gloom.
everyone is somewhere. Everyone's doing their own. People are traveling. There's weddings. There's whatever the happening.
Yeah.
And then September 1st comes around after Labor Day weekend. Everyone comes back. It's fashion week. Like you see all your
New
friends
York
at different
Fashion
parties.
Week, you can go stun.
I'm not stunting shit because I'm f***ing here with your stupid ass. So this is what we're stunting.
This is Fashion Week, baby.
Shirtless fucking
New York
farting
Fashion
on a
Week.
dirty couch.
Camila was probably here.
Could see your balls bouncing.
cannot.
You literally don't have underwear on, do you?
You can't wear underwear with these type of shorts.
You can't wear underwear and gym shorts? Yeah, cross your f***ing legs.
Demure. Them so demure.
Anyways, going back to fall. Being in New York for fall
I
is
just
like my
love fall in
favorite
New York.
season because everyone's back. It's all locals.
weather's
The tourists
perfect.
aren't there yet, and the tourists start coming around Thanksgiving.
Oh.
So it's like a good 2 months that like the weather's still nice. It's not 100 degrees like it is here. You could sleep with your windows open, and it's just like a nice time to be in New York. And it's my birthday at the end of the month, so that's like fall.
Do you guys have pumpkin patches and shit?
Yeah, we got apple patches.
Oh, you guys
too.
apple orchards.
Yeah.
Apple patches. It's crazy. We have apple patches in New York. You have cabbage patches.
I have cabbage patches, apple patches, pumpkin patches, and
Pumpkin
grape
patches.
patches because it's actually a great time in New York to go to wineries too.
Wineries is fun. Do you
Yeah.
pumpkin carve? What's your go-to pumpkin carve?
My pumpkin carve
thing?
is usually I stencil something out and I cause the biggest mess possible. So my house investment partner Alex gets super pissed and has to pick it all up. And
Do
I get
you
enjoyment.
take the seeds and then roast them in the oven, or do you guys throw away the seeds?
My friends roast, aka Anthony, but like
Oh, he would. That's smart.
you
I love that.
are a roaster, I'm assuming.
Sometimes it's messy because you got to get rid of all that orange gunk around the seeds.
Too much work for you?
It's a lot of work, and then it's like pumpkin seeds.
Oh man, wait, I just thought of something. Somebody messaged me the other day and said, "Oh my god, who's your new skinny chef friend?" And I was like, "What does that mean?" And he was like, "I just saw him at Schmitty's." What is Schmitty's?
Oh my god, I
And
ran into you.
I was
a
like-
super fan of yours.
And I was like, "What is Schmitty's?" And he goes, "You know, your ex-fat friend who used to be a chef." And I was like, who is my ex-fat friend who used to be a chef? And I'm not saying like whatever about you, but I was like,
I'm screaming.
I was like, when was like, because you were never a chef, so I don't know why people would call you a chef. And also like ex-fat is super aggressive, but I could post the screenshot if you want to see it, but it's like super aggressive.
I've had 4 people this week call me, oh, you're that ex-chef, I've had so many people call me that this week, so it's crazy that person. But was it a friend or is it a fan?
I don't actually know them.
I went to this bar. So it's a bar in WeHo. It's Schmitty's. It's newer. And I ran into this guy. I was with Erickson, his partner for his birthday, Evan. And I ran into an OG super fan, or an OG super fan of yours.
Like, not the ex. I was like, what happened?
Like an OG super fan. He's like, oh my God. He's like, Elliott Norris. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you have the podcast with Jeff Perla. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh my gosh. And like Jeff Perla used to have the traveling bum, blah, 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 blah. He knew your whole history to the and he's like, oh, then that account got taken down like 3 or 4 years ago, blah, 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 blah. So that was that guy.
Okay,
he was like a super fan, yeah, because that was at that bar, and he was like talking to me. Super nice guy though, like very nice guy, like maybe like 40s, 50s, super sweet. But so that was that guy. Ex-fat is crazy though.
So maybe out in the streets, you're known as the ex-fat chef.
Yeah, 2 people called me straight this week too. Isn't that crazy? Ex-fat, 2 people called me straight this week.
Straight?
Yeah. 2 people like mistaked me for being straight. One of them was gay.
Where
Both
were
of them
you?
Were gay. One of them was at a event. This guy was like, he was like, what did he say? I was talking with him for like an hour, and there was a bunch of gay people around, and he was like, what did he say? He was like, are you gay? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I was just making sure. And I was like, what? And the other time was at like a sauna, and it was after some stuff happened, and the guy was like, he's like, are you straight? And I was like, no. He was like, you sure? Or he said something like that, and I was like, no, I'm gay.
Wow. So maybe you just give straight energy lately.
I think it's like when I'm by myself. I have like a more low-toned, like,
It must be the way you dress and the kind of like effort. You know what I mean? Like you politely don't give much effort into like, you know, that type of aesthetic.
Can you say code switching or no?
I don't think you do that.
I think when I'm by myself, I just like am like more monotone.
No, I think that's just like literally your personality though.
I'm just like meh.
No, not that. I'm talking about like just the way you present yourself. Like you're not someone like if you're going to an event, like sure, you'll wear nice pants, you'll fucking put on a shirt, put on a belt, whatever. But for the most part, like you're running around shirtless,
Camila.
No underwear on, whole socks, like you just like you don't match, you know what I mean?
These are nice socks.
Not
mine.
You just give
Yeah.
rundown mom dropping her kids off at school. You know?
Which is straight, I guess. And ex-fat and everything. An ex-chef. Ex-fat. Ex-chef.
You're basically unemployed and skinny now.
I am fucking self-employed.
Well,
anyways, I don't know how this happened.
So how do you feel? Do you identify now as ex-fat?
I don't think so. What does that even mean? I still got like a tummy, but even if I had it, I don't even know what that means.
Ex-fat is wild.
Ex-fat is insane.
Maybe just next time, if you want to refer to us, just use our names. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Ex-fat.
Because you definitely could have just gone to one of your videos and just maybe seen me and been like, oh, your friend Elliott.
Yeah, like you are in plenty of my videos, and you can find
not just your ex-friend, ex-chef.
Somebody actually, when I was on my way here from New York, I was like, I took the train to the airport this morning, and somebody like messaged me because I was like just going through my DMs while I was sitting on the train, and he messaged me and he was like, oh my God, I'm behind you and I'm too scared to say hi. And I was like, I hate that.
Yeah, you're like, you're freaking me
like,
out.
Just say hi. Like, I don't want to look down the message saying that like you're following behind me and like what am I supposed to do with that? Like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Like, what do you want me to say?
Like, lovely.
Be like,
so
oh my God,
sweet.
Thank you so much. Like, how'd my ass look?
Love that feeling.
No,
you're just looking at me right now from behind.
I did not like that.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, well, we have a great episode for you next week, but unfortunately, that's all we have for you for this episode of Lost Nuggs.
Guess I got to become a chef again.
Should you gain weight again too? It's fall.
I don't fucking
fall,
know.
winter. It's the time.
I guess.
Pooch up a little bit, baby.
I guess so. I don't know. We'll see.
I will say August, like this time frame is like usually my like fattest time because like straight from like drinking nonstop, summer. Like,
I feel like you look skinnier.
Well, thank you, but like usually it's like not the moment. Like this is my worst.
You're
because we've been crazy.
Yeah.
And then it all like
Kinda
comes
cools off
back
a little
over
bit.
winter, and then I ruin it again next summer.
I think it's just always different for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last words, Smelly?
Stream Camila Cabello's new album CXOXO Magic City Deluxe Edition whenever it comes out next week.
And more importantly, you can subscribe to my Snapchat channel.
That too.
Oh dear, I'm queer, because that actually matters. And Camila does.
Oh,
well,
dear, I'm
actually,
queer
Camila
is
kind of needs the
crazy.
money because she needs new hair.
No, she's rich. We need the money.
You actually think she's rich?
Yes. She's
Wait,
got like
before we stop this, I just really need
she's
to
got
Google.
250 million followers.
That means nothing.
She just played at like Lollapalooza. She's all fine.
Okay, let's play a game. Even though like I'm googling it.
What's
so
her
only you're
net
gonna-
worth?
Yeah.
Like 50 million, 100 million.
This says 18 million as of April 2024,
Well, that's
which is still great.
a lot of millions.
Yeah. Wait, you know when you like Google someone's name and then you click the arrows down to see what it is? Hers says, does Camila Cabella have a house?
You're a bitch.
Does Camila Cabello have a degree?
Oh my god, degree's insane.
What part of Florida is Camila Cabello from?
Miami, duh.
Oh, wait, this is so funny. Oh my god, this is so good. Wait, actually, now I'm going to Google Elliott Norris
Oh god, what's
net worth.
It's gonna be like $100,000. It's so inaccurate, those things, though. I think
Yours doesn't say anything about your net worth.
great as it should.
The drop downs are wait, actually this is kind of embarrassing. It says your net worth is $95,000.
It's $100,000.
That's so
It's
bad.
so inaccurate.
Wow. Well, wait, let me see what mine says.
See, 95,000 is insane.
Wait, 95,000? That's crazy.
They don't know my business. They don't know my life.
Okay, according to famous birthdays, my net
Famous
worth.
Birthdays also says that we're dating.
No way.
Yes, it says Elliot and Jeff are dating. And it had my birthday wrong for 5 years.
It says my net worth is $5 million.
Ooh. Wait, that's slay.
Well, that's not my net worth.
Yeah, I know. How do I get it to bump it up a little bit? 95,000 is terrible. Kill me.
That's what happens when you give Camila. I give house in the Hamptons. You give Camila, honey. No, but I would say my house is probably worth like 2.
That's still good.
So, does that equal my net worth? I don't even know.
Google does not know anything about me.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, that's it. See you guys next week.
Bye. Hopefully my net worth will be at 100,000 by next week.
You're gonna make $5,000 this week.
Yeah. Hopefully like 1 or 2 maybe.
I'm dying.
Bye.